Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records, and we have finally made it to the planet Triton. Let's take a look at that. Got a couple of close by asteroids here. Anyway, I have been tracking down that GPS, the landing site, and I jumped in basically just outside the gravity well. But let's take a look at this asteroid over here, I think, because I'm gonna want a place to park the Lafrag, because I can't take it into the atmosphere. And, yeah, it's, not going to want to... I don't want to leave it just floating out in space. I want to park it up someplace. Give it a little bit of, better chance of being hidden. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, I think this is gonna do. Got myself a little perch on an asteroid above the planet, and I'm not too far off from the landing site, which is good because I plan on doing a free drop down there. And let's see, here's this. I'm supposed to do it with this buggy. I think the idea was I'm supposed to be dropped off with the buggy. And well, let's think about dropping the buggy. Which means I need to add some air parachutes. It looks like there's an atmosphere down there. These ion thrusters will be enough to get me down there, or steered in the right direction at the very least. But let's see, 2. And there's that, and let's take a look at where the center of gravity is. Center of mass. Right there, right basically at the center point of the what are they called there? Solar panels. So I don't think that I've had a reason to build anything yet. That is a parachute walk. Parachute hatch. There we go. I don't need a large parachute hatch. So let's grab 2 of those. And plop one on either side. Probably one on either side will be enough. It doesn't actually matter if you have them facing upward or not. It just matters if you want them piped in, or if you don't really actually need to pipe them in. But let's grab some parachutes. I don't think I have any parachutes. Canvas, that is. Yeah, no canvas. So production. Let's see, ammo page. Let's do 2 canvas. And there they are. No, not the platinum, the canvas. That's a lot of platinum. That's from all those extra thrusters I dismantled from that ship. Well, guess I'll have something to look forward to when I get back here. Because I'm going to go down to the planet and... who knows? We'll see. Let me grab a few extra oxygen bottles. I'll put the full one in there. Well, at least it's responsive. Not sure how long the trip is going to be. Having a couple extra oxygen bottles probably not a bad idea, especially since this open cockpit design is probably bad idea. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna leave my good stuff here. Just, it could end up being a bad day, and if I lose my nice tools, then that would be sad. Alright. Alright. Give me a minute. I'm going to go through the ship, make sure there's nothing else I want to do before I shut this guy down. Maybe turn off the antenna and all that stuff. And away we go. Alright, little space buggy. We are leaving behind the Lafrag. She's parked. She is as happy as I can make her. And I'll be back. Now, we want to aim for the landing site. And I think we want to get as much of the moon, so like, not a moon, planet, whatever. So, ideally, if you know you're coming straight down on top of something, it's because you've got a view of the planet, like, the dead center of your screen. So, like, if I were to move straight toward it right now and go straight down, I'd be probably falling in someplace like right in there. So I want to move, you know, in that direction. I want that to be where that is now. And then I'll be able to go straight down and hopefully land right at the landing site. This will take a little while to get to. I'll bring you guys back. This here is probably about as good as I can expect to get. And I can only refine it as I get closer. But if you'll notice, I'm actually in gravity just a little bit. So let's turn off the dampeners and start falling. And again, this trip's going to take a while. Before I forget anything, make sure these parachute hatches are set to deploy height at 200 meters. And I actually, no, you know what? Deploy height at, let's auto deploy at 1,000 meters. Leave it there. And set to auto deploy, because even if they auto deploy, the one or two ion thrusters I have aren't going to stop it from falling. I might be able to use them to maneuver where I'm coming in at. Now, so what you do is you're being pulled toward the center of the planet, right? That's how gravity works. And if it's causing that GPS point to climb up on your screen, like it kind of is, that means you're falling to a location that's down from it. So you want to go like this. And actually, you know what? We can do this. And then we can use our thrusters to go up if we need to go toward the top of the screen, down if we need to go to the bottom of the screen, left, right. We can even give gravity a little assistance and push forward. Looks like I'm heading a little up, so I want to drop down more. Oh, there's a little drift because of the wheels. Alright, well, I'll have to take that into consideration as well. But, yeah, I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting closer. Alright, getting a little closer, and, yeah, I'm gonna, I think I'm on target. It keeps wanting to rotate up, but I'm moving closer, and if I'm going off, I'll go off, but I think I should be good. Well, I was quite a little ways off. Looks like I was coming down on the wrong side of the mountain, but I deployed my parachutes early, and if I use my thrusters to push myself over there, I should be able to get in closer. Close enough, we'll see. We're still 2 kilometers out. Alright guys, I don't know what just happened. A massive storm just blew in out of nowhere, but I think I'm still on target. Those are landing lights. They popped into view when I got closer. And go forward. And looks like this is good. Alright, I am going to wait out this storm and see what I can see once it's clear. Something else I'm going to do while I wait for the storm to pass is get rid of these extra thrusters and parachute hatches that are a little superfluous now that I'm not in space. So we'll see. I swear I keep hearing atmospheric thrusters. It's weird. Waiting out the storm, and of course I've got a welcome to Triton. That's a little bit creepy. Well, look how dark it is without the lights on. Alright. Yeah, barely any sun coming through. I'll see you guys all in a bit. Oh, okay. What the heck was that? I was sitting here waiting for the storm to end, and it, you know, it suddenly just turned into a nice gentle flurry, and I could see everything again. But, oh man, it was, what's going on here? Everything looks a little different. Oh, and what's up with the blue? You know what? She said that I should be cautious about loading up that integrative adaptive HUD overlay. I bet you this is what happened. It triggered something based on proximity, and now it's trying to guide me. You know, the other thing is, I saw this. I thought I saw this thing coming and going during the storm, but I wasn't quite sure.
We hope that you had a pleasant journey and that you enjoy your stay.
Okay, thank you. Huh. Well, what a polite little drone. Anyway, I took the pieces off and I tucked them into this chest over here because didn't need them. But yeah, let's see what the HUD says. All right, utilize rover for enhanced mobility. Don't forget to release the handbrake. Landing site front gate. All right. Various different things of supplies. Let's pop out and check those out. What's going on here? All right. Supplies number 1. We got some interior plate and some scrap metal. Small steel tube. All right. Control room. Oh, there's a dead guy. A medkit. Those are useful. Some money. I don't think those are as useful. More medkit, more oxygen bottles. I'll grab them while I find them. I have a feeling I might have to do some significant repairs at some point, so I may as well grab all the spare pieces I can. And that's full. And that's full. Small cargo container. What about... there's not much... There's not a whole lot of room in this one. Okay, let me finish off some repairs over here. I don't know if I need the wheel there. Yeah. Alright, let's check out that control room. Now, I suppose I could go respawn on the Lafrague and reset this HUD overlay, but I don't have another drop pod ready, so I'd have to build a new one. We'll see what this is all about. Voice message available. Hey there. What's this?
I was performing routine maintenance when the main facility, research archives, you name it, were locked down. Trapping all of my coworkers and friends inside the company's buildings, plus leaving me stranded outside in this godforsaken wasteland with limited supplies and power. For the past few weeks, I've been able to communicate with those trapped inside the buildings, but they can't do anything to help them, and they can't do anything to help me. No one is responding to my emergency broadcasts. I've used nearly all of my supplies, and the people trapped inside have stopped communicating with me. Something terrible has happened. I want to help them, but I can't. If you found this recording, please help my friends. And if you can't get message to my folks, they'll then that I love them. Beware of the drones.
Beware of the drones. But, like, that drone was so polite to me earlier. Huh. And I wonder if this enhanced welder, Diego Martinez. Oh, yeah. That's, this is Diego here. Well, Diego, I'll do what I can. Oh, I should probably put that gun on my hotbar. Oh, what's this? Another drone. Okay. Can I get there any faster? Wrong way. Yeah, stop. You come back. Wait. Well, whatever's going on with my overlay seems to have disabled my jetpack as well. Because it is not working. Alright, let's keep looking. Oh, look, a little garage, okay. Stop that, there we go. Oh, what's this? Hey, that's an armored rover. Optional repair the armored rover. Okay. Well, let's see about doing that. Got tools in here. No. Oh, okay, what do we need? We need some large steel tubes, some construction components, steel plate. Alright, I should have some of that here. Okay, and wheels. That's awful funny. Why can't I access these things? Alright, I'm gonna have to grind down and rebuild a lot of this stuff. Power's on. Parking brake. Alright, let's check out what are in the supplies up here. Got a hydrogen engine back there somewhere. Hey, here are some supplies, okay. Oh, that's a sensor. Looks like maybe that's the sensor. Oh, and here's the survival kit. Alright. Those where those supplies were. More tools that are a little in excess of what I need. Okay. let's check this. Yeah. Put the bottles back in there. Okay, well that's triggered that whole repairing the thing, but I want to be able to add a wheel here. So, can I get under? Yeah. Let's, alright. I don't know that that's actually going to have gained access to it. Oh, no, it did. Huh. Alright, wheels right and left. It is left number 2 that needs to add a wheel. Hmm. Well, that's a little frustrating. Check to see if I can put a piston on. Oh, you know, I should probably take all of the stuff that I've collected from over here. I don't care about the 3 plates, okay. I can't, I don't have the remote access like I usually do. Piston. That was not the right one. It was supposed to be that. Okay. Well, it's up at least. Let's see if I can add a wheel now. Is it right, number 2? Yeah. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna muck around with my settings a little bit. See if I can figure this out. Bring it back in a minute. Okay, figured it out. I had to take off those blocks there. And let's see about putting them back. They were probably... my whole... oh, everything got messed up. Alright, let's put heavy armor blocks on the second page. And light armor blocks on the first page. And then let's go for some light armor panels and beam blocks. And then on the second page, let's throw on those heavy armor panels. Now, here we were... oh, you know what? It could probably drop back down now. Okay, didn't crush me, that's good. I need some more oxygen. And this guy needs to have its on. There we go. So on this side, the heavy sloped block and a 2x1x1 base. So we're looking at 3. Unable to place it. Maybe because the wheels are all messed up. Let's go for the wheels. Let's give them maximum height offset and good old 20-ish% strength. There we go. And like that. Why not? That's where it went. Fine. Well, I have some other things to repair on this anyway. Got a spotlight and a turret. So let's... I can't get 5 of the steel plates I need. What's all down here? Can I get them here? No. Oh, steel plates. Lots of steel plates there. Alright, last but not least, we have a window here. And... oh, yeah. Now I definitely need some steel plates. Well, let's go grab some steel plates out of something that's not going to miss it too much. There. All right. That little window is... there we go. Alright. We've got a new buggy to work out of, and that way we can keep the survival kit safe. And let's head over here and check these supplies. Nothing crazy, but hey, it's a basic assembler. And we've got some medical components. All right, I think it's this over here. Oh, find gatehouse controls to open the landing site gate. All right, up here. Okay. Whoa. Man, see how fast these storms blow in? That's what I'm telling you. It is ridiculous. I probably really ought to repair this turret. Let's see. I need 2 more computers. Okay, some metal grids. I'll keep them for later. Can I get in here? You know, they hire a salvage crew. You think they wouldn't get upset by me working on salvage? Though I suppose they don't necessarily know that I'm the one here. It's supposed to be that female engineer who was coming this way. There's some space credits and a little bit of money. Anything here? No. Alright, well, there were some things down here, right? I have any more computers? I do. But no, I didn't want this. I have them from opening the door. Alright. Let's go ahead and repair this. And then I think I'm going to wait for this storm to pass, because I keep hearing drones fly by, and I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. It said to beware for drones. There are drones all around. I might also take some time with the storm blowing to reorganize here a little bit. Get myself a, maybe move that assembler over to here. Utilize this large storage container. Put all my salvage resources into. Yeah, I think that's probably a smart idea. Get myself a little situated before I head out. But for that, I think I'm going to work at doing in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.